The ancient Egyptians believed that their heart acted as a witness. They believed that they were judged on their lives in order to receive a place in the afterlife, a place in the heavens. The ancient Egyptians believed their heart was symbolically weighed against a symbol of truth and order and justice. At this symbolic tribunal after death, Osiris, god of the dead, was the judge, god of both death but also agriculture, rejuvenation, and rebirth into this hoped-for afterlife. Osiris is shown seated with his sister goddesses, Isis and Nephthys. Before him, 4 deities with mummiform bodies stand on an open lily. The mummiform figures, with the human, jackal, falcon and baboon heads, are shown as the lids on pots under the embalming table with the mummified body laid out. These are the 4 jars used to contain the embalmed lungs, liver, stomach and lower intestine of the deceased. The ancient Egyptians, after death, were identified with the god Osiris, the god of the dead. The artist Senegem is laid out on the embalming table. He wears the curved beard of the god Osiris. After death, the ancient Egyptians believed that they joined the sun god, in ancient Egyptian Bennu, from the verb weben, to shine. In order to achieve this place by the sun god, this place in paradise, in the heavens, the ancient Egyptians were judged, their heart weighed against a feather, the symbol for the concept Maat, truth and order. We see Anubis, the jackal-headed god of the dead, of the cemeteries and mummified bodies, checking the plumb bob, checking the scales. To the right we see a beast, part crocodile, part wild cat, part hippopotamus. After death, the ancient Egyptian had to answer all kinds of questions of possible wrongdoings. He had to say, I have not caused pain, I have not caused tears, I have not killed, I have not ordered to kill, I have not made anyone suffer. He had to declare, I am pure, I am pure, I am pure, I am pure. But this was done through his heart acting as a witness. If it were devoured by Amit, he would cease to exist. He would not be reborn into the afterlife. Punishment after death was non-existence. This idea continued through to the Greco-Roman period in Egypt. This idea has continued on. The ancient Egyptians wore a scarab around their neck. This was wrapped in the mummification bandages. A spell from the Book of the Dead on the underside says, O my heart of my mother, O my heart of my mother, O my heart of my being, do not rise up against me as witness, do not oppose me in the tribunal, do not rebel against me before the guardian of the scales. If the heart acted as a witness in the way the deceased most wished, he would take a place in the afterlife, a place of fertility where crops grew to above head height, where palm trees were laden with date and dom fruit, where the waters of the Nile flooded the perfect amount. The ancient Egyptians had an idea of non-existence as punishment. They also had an idea of an inverted world, where those who had done wrong were decapitated, where those who had done wrong lived among the demons in their upside-down world.